用我这个例子哈，我是，其实我这个在我的网站，我也可以看到，看这个是不是活的，回到我的网站。怎么找不到我的网站？
我的最爱里面就有。
啊，你那里面有，你看，对不对？
分散式笔记的，
啊？
应该有。
无你是哪里？讲
效率什么吗？
没有，
没有。
那个打我名字应该会跑出来。为主页，就是，OK。Actually here，这个，你做 this land use planning and disaster management， 防灾教育应该是这个吧？这个，错了，专业术语是这个。Headers Turnet. Okay. So if you you can is well, okay. Let me explain it here. And so there are various ambiguous, confusion, contradictory, incompatible, and fuzzy concepts amongst different researchers in the field. So everyone talk about GIS. Actually, GIS has different meanings. Okay, believe me. Different professors have different definition of GIS. Okay, so it's very confused. What is GIS? Or disaster? What is disaster? Okay, everyone. So the experts, the government officers, or the citizens, they have different perception of different definition about the disaster management. Okay, so oncology is a new approach to tackle this problem, and it can be very useful in server communication. That means server means information server, because well, we will be, everyone is on Facebook or in the internet. So actually it's not human to human. It could be machine to machine. The communication could be machine to machine. At this moment, machine is only deliver information for you. They don't interpret anything. So just like the email, the server is deliver your email to your friend. So you write the email, and your friend read the email, understand or interpret the email. The computer, the server, just post the mail. Well, master, postmaster, they just forward email for you. But well, in 5-10 years later, it could be the machine write the email and another machine receive the message and interpret it. So it could be server communication. So it's very important. We have to make sure the server don't misunderstand the message. The robot should understand the message. Okay. So expert system implementing forced order logic. I use the forced order logic behind it, behind this system. It's an expert system. I use expert system to implement the Turnet. Okay, and this first order logic can express various relationships among terminologies. Okay, terminologies. So step 1, building up, establishing a lookup table to translate professional terminology between traditional Chinese and English. Okay. So for example, 这个是地震的啊，所以呢，这个有一个 here is Chinese name, P web, English P web, S web, well, and 土石流 deep flow, so 土壤异化 soil liquefaction, 山坡地 slope land, right? Typhoon. So you have a lookup table. Step 2, establishing header termnet, which show the relationship such as is a composed of has attribute cause happen at measured by among professional terminologies. Okay, I already mentioned that you use OO, object oriented. That's an object oriented method approach. Okay, so it has component this idea. So okay, you can create this very complicated things. So here is a concept, just like a dog, course, trail, right? Okay, and you may have a different kind of relationship indicated by different color or symbols. So here is a made of has a attribute, something like that. Okay, so you can create a network of concept. It's terminology, it's ontology. Okay. For example, loss. Okay, the magnitude of the loss, the frequency of the loss. Right? Insurance. Insurance is attribute social value. The loss and the risk, right? Something like that. And also, there are many different terminology, and you can draw the relation among them. Another one. So actually, it's very complicated. Yeah. You need, however, you can draw it, and we use expert system to implement it. So step 3, implement this header net. It's a network using CRIPS. CRIPS is an expert system shared, developed by the NASA in USA. So NASA is spatial shuttle space, right? Space shuttle. They also land in the moon, right? And Mars. I believe they use this expert system. Yeah. Unfortunately, it's the freeware. So you just type in the CRIPS. It's the freeware. It allows you write a rule-based system. Rule-based. So you just define two objects and their relationship. Okay? And you can query via the internet. Okay? So that's what you will look. So you see the header net. And you can type in earthquake, 地震, right? And you can get the definition of earthquake. The definition. Different kind of definition. Because I got this material from different textbooks, from different professors. So, right? So you can get different definition from different professors or books. And there's the same the meaning or the translation, and the trend of the earthquakes. Every 30 years, Taiwan will happen a big earthquake, a strong earthquake. Statistically, every 30 years. Right? And you can from the earthquake you know earthquake is a kind of nature disaster, and the earthquake is also kind of cause of the disaster. The earthquake will cause some loss, Okay, it's a here is a earthquake is a natural phenomenon, something like that. So actually here's the terminology. It's a term, as another term, and then it's relations. Okay, and we can translate it using the ordinary Chinese sentence. Okay. So the terminology called, so here we call the terms net. It's applied to many fields. So I create GIS, headers, mitigation. So any domain you can create it. Right? And the following capabilities has to be developed. That means I ask someone to do it. I'm waiting for someone to do it. A method of checking the correctness of terminology net. Because you build up a huge network, how do you know it's correct? Right? The consistency. Right? A more friendly and readable interface. A method of comparing and emerging different term net. So if I build up a headers net for natural disaster, another one build up a man-made disaster, how to combine them together, right? And a method of comparing emerging different net. Knowledge such as sociology, psychologist, how to define, how build up their terminologies. And more language such as Japanese could be